Good morning. Welcome to Under the Hood with Mike Garrison, author of Can I Borrow Your Car and all kinds of other stuff. Excuse me. Have you ever had one of those nights where really early you wake up and the brain is just going? Yeah, that was me tonight or last night, this morning. Brutal. So we're gonna be astragalus today. But that is my other name, and we're also going to talk about sales. So last couple weeks we talked about being a sales organization, and we've talked about being human, all these things. I want to talk directly to owners of financial services firms. Whether you like it or not, whether you're comfortable with it or not, you're a sales organization because you are measured at the end of the year on how well you do in sales. Even though to a great extent, a extended period of market success, multi-decade, has allowed mediocre firms to hide the fact that their growth is anemic at best. You still need to do sales. So that was the least friendly part of the entire thing. So now we're going to be upbeat, sort of. One of the shocking aspects about our industry, financial services specifically, is just how horrible the training and the management and leadership is around sales. Part of that is because there is a tremendous amount of income to be made historically. Going forward, I don't think it's going to be quite the same, but historically, there's a tremendous amount of income to be made just by having credentials. I think the days of that are going to sunset pretty soon. And now you are looking at an organization, you're looking at fixed expenses with CSAs, support people, marketing, all these different things. And you're saying, okay, how do I make sure that I've got enough sales? You have to become a sales leader. And then you have to start focusing on leading sales effectively. And this is going to be challenging. Because if you outsource your sales leadership to the wrong people, AKA marketing of any stripe, you cannot outsource sales leadership to these people because they're not accountable for sales. Next, you have to be able to focus. In any sales organization, financial services absolutely being a part of that. In any organization, you have to be able to identify what's truly essential. And you have to be able to eliminate hiding busyness. I cannot stress that enough. You're going to hear me talking about a book upcoming tomorrow or Friday. You're going to be hearing me talking about a book that talks about this, but like, see so much lack of focus, so misguided intent out there in the marketplace. And I wanted addressed with financial services. I ranted earlier about referrals and how they're not passive, and you shouldn't say that referrals don't scale. But to be absolutely fair, one of the reasons that referrals don't scale in most organizations, not just financial services, is because there's no real sales leadership. There's too much focus on busyness. There's too much focus on marketing bullcrap, and there's not enough focus on what's really essential. And if you aren't leading a focused sales management strategy, you're going to have problems. The problems are not going to be fatal because we are blessed to be in a great country with a great industry, financial services. But what keeps you up at night, what allows you to do things that are significant, not just successful, that's where that focus has to come in. So what is the first step? The first step is this. Are you and your team, meaning your advisors and your CSAs, are you game planning on a weekly basis all of your prospects? Not just prospects that have committed and paid and you're doing your financial planning, your asset allocation, you're onboarding them. I'm talking about, are you going person by person through your sales funnel? The people at the top, the people at the middle, and the people that are getting ready to become clients. The chances are you're not. You may be having kind of an opaque kind of conversation about it, but I'm talking about direct team accountability, not confrontation and not contempt, but accountability for being able to move through, because this is where you win. You win by collaboration. You win by coaching. If you own the firm and you don't have a sales manager, take a look in the mirror and hire that person. Right. Be real, be human, be authentic.